Hello and welcome to another episode of Minerals Process Engineering, the future with AI and automation. I'm Callum Fraser, joined by Tony Escorcio, James Harrington, and Elizabeth Morgan. Today we're getting into how AI and automation are transforming mineral processing. This isn't your granddad's mining. Things are changing fast, right, Tony?
Oh, you got that right, Callum. I remember walking into plants where a wrench and a bit of hope were the only tools you really trusted. Back then, it was sweat, long shifts, and honestly, a lot of unnecessary risk. I can't even count the number of times a single piece of equipment failure shut everything down for hours, sometimes days, and nobody blinked. It was just how things were done, inefficient as you like.
It's remarkable, Tony, because those old ways just aren't up to snuff anymore. We've got this surge in demand for minerals, especially for electric vehicles, solar panels, and all these digital technologies. And yet, traditional processing can't really keep pace, can it?
Yes, and we shouldn't forget the environmental side. The grades we're mining now are often lower than before, so it means processing more rock, burning more energy, and creating more waste to get the same amount of usable mineral. That's hardly sustainable in the long run.
Exactly. It's not just a matter of making things a wee bit better. The whole model needs a rethink. So we're not just talking about tweaking old methods, but rather, well, pretty much rewriting the playbook entirely, aren't we?
We are, Callum. The old model simply doesn't meet the goals of today. The market's moving so fast, and the stakes, both for profit and for the planet, are just getting higher. And personally, seeing it shift from those dangerous, noisy sites to something far more precise and safe, it's overdue.
So, let's dig into where AI really makes a mark. What blows my mind is how it's becoming the digital brain of the plant, if you like. Take real-time data analysis, for example. We're now able to optimize grinding and flotation on the fly. No more sitting around for days, waiting for lab results to come back, guessing at adjustments.
That's right, James. And when you add predictive maintenance into the mix, it's a real game changer. AI systems can spot when kit's about to fail and flag it before it causes a costly breakdown. That means less downtime, less wasted energy, and really much less stress all round.
And don't forget about the rise of autonomous hardware, like those robotic trucks and drill rigs. They aren't just sci-fi anymore. They're genuinely out there on site. Plus, you've got ore sorters and drones doing rapid surveys, helping with everything from stockpile measurements to inspecting remote conveyor belts, without a person being anywhere near a hazardous zone.
And here's a great example. James, you'll know the BHP Newman iron ore mine, right? They've really been pushing the envelope with integrated drone surveys and predictive maintenance. From what I've seen, that's cut manual inspections right down and stopped a fair few breakdowns in their tracks.
Absolutely, Tony. Those drones collect data that feeds straight into AI analytics, flagging up potential problems before they've even got a chance to bite. And then you've got all these autonomous vehicles and robotic sorters making sure every bit of ore is optimally handled. It's so much more efficient and, importantly, much safer for the workforce.
And with remote operation centres, you've now got teams managing whole mines from thousands of kilometres away. That means fewer people in risky, noisy environments. It's not just about technology for technology's sake. It's really changing how people interact with these sites.
Yeah, picture that. Miners used to spend hours underground in tough conditions, and now, well, they might be in a comfortable, light-filled room, running everything on screens and dashboards. It's a bit of a revolution, no?
So, let's talk about who's actually running the show these days. Tony, I'm sure you'd agree, AI isn't replacing all the jobs, it's changing them. The skill set for a modern miner is wildly different, and there's a lot more demand now for data scientists, automation managers, and folks who can interpret all this information flooding in.
Spot on, James. I mean, back in the day, most folks would have laughed if you told them they'd need programming skills underground. But that's where it's heading. The miner of tomorrow is maybe sitting at a console, keeping an eye on real-time data instead of swinging a pickaxe. It's not about fewer jobs. It's about different, often safer roles. Mind you, the pace of change can leave folks anxious, so we do owe it to people to help them make that transition, right?
Absolutely, Tony. And stepping back for a moment, these changes bring real environmental benefits too. AI-driven systems help plants use less energy, send less waste to tailings, and make more precise use of water and reagents. It's not just more productive, but it's also a lot gentler on the planet. But of course, the ethical questions are never far behind. How do we make sure communities see the benefits, whether that's jobs, cleaner operations, or investment in local infrastructure?
Yeah, Elizabeth, and I suppose that's the big question. We're seeing these massive changes, but how do we share the wins? It can't just be bigger profits for the big players. There's got to be a real benefit for the communities near these operations too.
Exactly. Because ultimately, this isn't just about making mining faster, it's about making it smarter, safer, and fairer. That's what we've all got to keep in mind as the digital mine of the future becomes reality.
I couldn't agree more, James. If we get it right, AI and automation won't just revolutionize mineral processing. They'll help create a more sustainable and just industry for everyone touched by mining. It's both an opportunity and a responsibility.
Couldn't have said it better myself. This digital shift, it's not just about survival, it's about setting up the next generation for something better, safer, smarter, more responsible. I've waited my whole career to see it start happening.
And on that note, that's all we've got time for in today's episode. Huge thanks to Tony, James, and Elizabeth for sharing their insights, and to all of you listening out there, keep pushing the boundaries. We'll be back soon with more on AI, automation, and the future of mineral processing. Cheers for joining us, everyone.
Thank you, folks. Always good to share a few stories with this crew. Take care out there.
Thanks, Tony. And thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Until next time.
Thank you all. It's been a pleasure as always. Goodbye for now.